Time for us to check in with the Better Business Bureau. You know, Thanksgiving, we're all excited about it, but then we're also, some of you have probably already been using your Black Friday deals, and we've got Cyber Monday coming as well. Let's just make sure that we're safe from the scams, and Nancy Cahalen is here to make sure that we do exactly that. Although, before we begin today, Nancy, may I just say congratulations to you, your entire staff. A fabulous time at the Manor last week for the Excellence in Business Awards, and so many great businesses, and some of the businesses just like FW Madigan, they brought like 20 people with them. Their whole staff was getting up there, which I think points to their excellence in business.
Yeah, it was wonderful, Hank, and thank you so much for serving as our MC. It took a real burden off of me, I'll tell you, but it was a fabulous night. And as you said, a lot of the businesses, that were being recognized brought their entire crew. And so very proud of that recognition, and it was great. It was really a wonderful night.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Okay, so Black Friday, we want to get the most out of these deals. We want to make sure that we stay safe as well. What are the tips for today?
Yeah, well, you'll probably notice that this year Black Friday started early. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, you're starting to see Black Friday deals, and Black Friday's early anyway. So I think that what we need to do is get organized, start a list of items that you're interested in, and check out the sales flyers and the promotions to determine which store has the best price. So it's best to set a budget and stick with it. Don't get carried away with the excitement of what a great deal something is and then overspend.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Boy, I can remember it used to be, I don't know, as you pointed out, Nancy, with Black Friday deals starting, a couple of weeks ago and so much online. But remember, we'd get the newspaper on Wednesday, and it would just weigh about 10 pounds because it had so many ads in it. And then after Thanksgiving dinner, everybody would start to, or a select group would start to go through, while others watched football, would start to go through all the ads and kind of map out their strategy for the next day to make the most out of those deals.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm very familiar with this because in a previous life, I worked in newspapers. So I know all about that, and it was fabulous. And that's, the stores kept getting, were open earlier and earlier, and then people were lining up at midnight the night before. It was crazy. But that's not necessary now because a lot of these deals are offered online. You don't even have to get in the car, and they've been available well ahead of time. So the thing to do is really read the fine print, though, because a lot of these stores, they'll have like these doorbusters or special discounts, but in the fine print it says not off sale items, or not, so it doesn't apply to everything. I know online I was doing some shopping. I'm not going to mention the retailer, but I was all excited because I had gotten these coupons in the mail, and they were discounts off everything. So I thought, until I tried to apply them, and then I found out there were exceptions, and everything I wanted was an exception. So be very careful about that, and because in the excitement, you'll just overspend because you're not getting the discount, and you pick this stuff out and you say, oh, I'll get it anyway. Plan your excursion out because sometimes these Black Friday deals are released. The real special ones are released throughout the day at different times. So you want to make sure you map out just like you were saying, map out your route so you're going to be at the right store at the right time for whatever that deal is that you're hoping to take advantage of.
No, absolutely. And as you said, people used to line up at midnight and things because sometimes the store would have that item on sale, but they had 5 of that big screen TV. They didn't have an unlimited supply. They had very few, and you had to get in there quick. So you really needed to know your best route to get to it the fastest. Now, I mean, just as you pointed out, my inbox is inundated with all kinds of email alerts about different kinds of deals at places I've shopped in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of this really got out of hand. There were some cases where people were waiting outside. Some people were robbed,
Oh,
because they,
uh,
it got out of hand. So this is much better, but you just need to be organized and do your homework. And you have plenty of time to do it because they're telling you about it way ahead. So do your research and know the return policy. So if you're buying gifts, you want to make sure that this individual might get two of these, or maybe they don't really need it. You want to make sure that they can return it, and so save your receipts, and that will help them have an easier time if they need to make that return.
now we know about Black Friday, and we've had that for years. Even though, as we're talking about this morning, it's changing. What about Cyber Monday? I mean, that is more and more. I think that's surpassing Black Friday.
Well, a lot of the Black Friday business went online and has really pumped up Cyber Monday. And just like Black Friday, the Cyber Monday deals have been out there, and some as early as Halloween. They were starting to promote those special deals. You know why it's called Cyber Monday? Because people waited until they got to work on Monday to get on the computer and do their shopping. Yeah.
Not a lot of productivity that day.
Exactly. So, online shopping has its risks, even on Cyber Monday. So be very wary of misleading advertisements, lookalike websites, and untrustworthy sellers. You really need to be on your toes. We've talked about a lot of this stuff with online shopping, and it's real. It's out there. Be very aware of false advertising and phony websites. If a company is selling the hottest item of the year at a price that seems too good to be true, it's probably not true. So watch out for this, and get a heavy dose of realism. They're not giving this stuff away. Scammers love to create lookalike websites that at first glance appear to belong to a trusted retailer, but then you find out later that it's not. So you be very, very careful. And when you're paying online, you always need to be sure that it's at secure sites only. There should be an HTTPS. The S is the important part, and there's a little padlock that's locked. So never put your personal information or credit card information into a form that is not secure.
Boy, I'll tell you. So now we really are sort of getting into the territory of where all the advice that you give us throughout the year comes to bear a little bit more on Cyber Monday, and just all those rules apply to keep us safe. I think a lot of us now too. Of course, we belong to Amazon Prime, or we belong to some of these other things where it's sort of one click, and hopefully we're not missing out on any of our special offers or anything, but we're loyalty members, I guess is what they call it.
Yeah, so take advantage of those loyalty programs. You can check your credit card rewards program for special point offers that could really add up on Cyber Monday and throughout your holiday shopping. So you can make purchases using those loyalty programs, and as you said, many major retailers do offer them. Price check before you buy. It's easy to do online, and there are even some websites you can go to, but be careful that will do that price checking for you. And your own computer, make sure that antivirus software is up to date. I know that I have my internet through Charter, and Charter Spectrum on their internet service does have the antivirus protection available. So take advantage of, you're already paying for it, take advantage of it. And the final one is use your credit card. It's got protection built in. It's the best way to make online purchases. If there are shady charges on your account later after you're shopping, you can always contest them through the credit card company. Debit cards don't offer the same protection because you're paying up front with a debit card. Then you need to get your money back. With a credit card, you're not paying until you pay that credit card bill at the end of the month. So it's much easier to fight a shady charge if you're using a credit card.
Absolutely. All right. That is all great advice. Nancy, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Now we're a little bit better off when it comes to Black Friday and Cyber Monday to go out there and shop till we drop.
Yes, do that. And enjoy the time with your family. The holidays are very special. We should really take full advantage of them.
Very good. Nancy Cahalen joins us on Tuesdays, and she is the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau, serving central and western Massachusetts and northeastern Connecticut. And we'll talk to you in a week.